just doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. At some point you have to also, in the groups of friends, you learn about freelancing and doing stuff for other people's. So I started being a freelancer now. I know, like, I had this knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, So I started making websites for people's. But at first time, I didn't know even how will I get these clients. So what I did, I remember I visited this website, which had the listing of businesses in Dar es Salaam. And then what I did, I created a document. It's kind of I don't remember the extension, but it's this document. When you paste those phone numbers and then you put it in your phone, it will convert them to contacts. And then what I did, is that
CSV.csv?
Yeah, .csv. Okay. And then I formatted a text, kind of advertising myself as a developer. So hello.
You know these numbers.
Yeah. No, like in all these numbers that I talk. Like, so I was sending.
You have to format them in the right format so that they can go as contacts in your phone.
Yes.
Okay.
You have like name.
So it took some time to place them
like
the right.
A week. Kind of 500 numbers.
But you needed the business.
I needed the business. I want to start. I'm ready. I have the confidence
and
that I can do.
This with the certificate, right?
Now I'm in the first year of diploma.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But you want to do business.
Yeah, I want to do business now.
Nice.
Yeah. So like I was living in the hostel, and the hostel that I was living in, it was mixed with other people's, like brothers studying bachelor for education, others in marketing, and we were two of us just studying diploma in computer science. So I was the one who, I can say, knew the most about programming, and the other friend kind of, I was the mentor, okay, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. And those other friends who were, okay, we can do something. Anyway, so after I posted these messages to those numbers that I took from another place. I had like critics, and also I got some customers, like my first 12 customers.
Oh, there are people who complain that, where did you get our number to contact? Like, this is not cool.
Stop spamming.
But there are a couple of guys that are like, what can you do for me?
I remember, like, I bought a new laptop out of those clients.
Just those gigs.
In the first week.
Yeah.
In the first week.
This is actually so powerful. Like, what actually I'm hearing from you is that you have to believe in yourself. Sometimes you go all the way in like pitching who you are and then see what, and everything will not turn out exactly how you want it, but there are some few leads you'll get from that.
So what I believe is that everyone is born with all the talents.
All you need.
I
also believe that.
You have all of that. But how do you know? Just wait. There is something will happen. You just find yourself doing it. For example, I had this money problem, and I can't tell mom, like, hey mom, that money you gave me for school
it's
fee,
not enough.
There is something I took, like I came from home, like going back to another semester. I was given only school fee. There is no food and to pay
pocket
for
money
hostel.
And
pocket
all that,
money didn't have that, so there is kind of toughness of the monetary things. So I had to find an alternative, and that was the alternative. It has to be business and as fast as possible.
And you ask yourself, what do I know right now? What can I offer?
What can I offer? Like, what can I do?
And you say, okay, I can build some websites. I can
build some websites. And then, so I got my first customers, like first 12 customers. I paid the school fee like the whole year.
Nice.
I bought a new laptop. I shifted from the university hostel to private hostel.
So you're balling.
I was like, now, starting now, you have like, you started to glow. So, but then I was like, I have been hearing about freelancing. And I've seen some friends bragging like, freelancing is this, freelancing that. 2018.
And this time, had you registered a business or just you're doing freelancing?
It's freelancing.
Consulting stuff.
Consulting. So other people's, now after they receive my message, they'll be just calling, hey, my printer is not working. I don't know how to fix printers, but hello, YouTube. I will just go YouTube, see how it works.
YouTube University.
Go and fix. So I did computer maintenance.
Yeah.
I did ICT technical support.
Yeah.
I did like graphic and designing, video editing, everything that people were requesting me. Like, can you do the? Yeah, I can do. Even I don't know.
I'm an expert.
Yeah, I'm an expert. So I just go and learn it and then do it.
Yeah.
So, and then I signed up for Upwork. Now let me see the outward.
Which year was this?
2018.
No, 2018.
Yeah,
okay,
like the first
nice.
month after starting working for development, I created an account for Upwork.
Yes.
So what happened is that I created the profile. You know, I don't know what to write. You know, just copy other people's what they wrote in their profile. My first time in there, and then I was kind of finding gigs there. Not like applying for them. You have to kind of send your code, right? I remember, did I exceed or something to send those codes, and then my account got banned. I was like, it is suspended. What am I gonna do? And then back in the business now, what I'm running, kind of a freelancing now physically, moving here, moving there. There's no, there's this kind of hardship that you pass with customers. Like some of people's won't pay, and some people just pay a few, or some will just pay installments, and some will just give you the server address after you upload your thing. They change the password, then you don't have the method to take back what you have done, you know. And then now I starting to learn how to survive in the world of software development.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I learned that, okay, now I need to have the experience. But, you know, there's this time that you have the spark that you see everything is going smooth.
Yes.
But now I have customers who are now just saw me like the first impression, they're like, wow, this person must be knowing very much things.
Yeah.
But then they meet like, this young kid can do this for this much.
Yeah.
Oh, this is too much for you.
Yeah.
How old are you? Oh, you're too young for this.
Yeah.
And then you got kind of bullied.
Yeah.
But then you need the money. So you have to do it. So then I kind of gave up. I gave up being a freelancer.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, now I've paid my school fees and everything. I just be focusing in studying.
Yeah.
But still, there's this, you start to think, I started to think like, what will I do after I finish college? Okay? And then other friends recommended like, okay, so now you have to volunteer. Just find a company, you can start volunteering. I remember there's this company, I spoke with my mom, told her the matter, and then she recommended me to a friend who she studied with at secondary school, and he has the company. So I met with him, we spoke, and then he was like, okay, you can come tomorrow and then you have the interview. I went back tomorrow and found like there was a wife of the person there. And then she was like, so you know this, you know that, you know that? Come with the CV. How to write the CV.
So you didn't have a CV?
So I went back and wrote, you know, and then I posted it. She also asked like, we need a referees. I went back in the village, Kisarawe, wrote later with the head of the village, attached the passport.
Wait a minute.
sizes.
Yeah, the referees have to be people who know you,
who
in
know
the
me.
village.
Who knows me? But in the town, who know me in town?
What about the people you are doing business for?
No, I just met you, okay?
So you can't be my referee.
Yeah,
You're
like
just a customer.
I was kind of having this mindset, like if a person I just met in like 1-2 days, I cannot be my referee.
Yeah.
He doesn't know me.
Yeah.
Can be contacted, like, do you know somebody, Alfeo Raymond? Some don't even know how to pronounce my name. Like, no, I don't know you. So to think that people who can refer you very good, back in the village, who know you?
Yeah.
So I went back there, took my referees documents, and then went back and submitted them, and never heard from there for like a month. So I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? So I have this community of people where like there's Y4C Hub, which is partnership with
John
US,
Gala on road
and
Carpentry Gala.
which
WhatsApp.
was partnering with Udism mainly. So there was one interested in like solving solutions for kids, and the other one for business for students. So I was the member in all of them. So in there, I was kind of having people who have kids, and then we do them together, like develop softwares. Like in the process, also perfecting myself in the process, you know. And then after like kind of 2 months before I finished my diploma, now the second year, I met the doctor who was kind of a lecturer there. She had a program for teaching kids. It was called the Smart Girls in ICT. So I was chosen to be one of the facilitators for the program. So now, in the process of that, I gave up, like, I won't be practicing ICT, like developing and things. So now I have another thing that I can mentor people with the skills that I have, and also I have the interest of teaching others. So then I started being the trainer now.
Nice.
Like a teacher to students about human-centered design, how to solve things, how to do this and that stuff in ICT, you know, like making sure like everybody knows what I know.
Yeah.
So before, like after results came out, like 1 week after, I was I was on bus coming from my school. It's kind of 15 kilometers, kind of Bagamoyo. It's called Baobab. I was coming from my class, and then
is it an international school?
It's a private school.
Okay.
I received a call. Like, hey, hello, am I speaking to Raymond Alfeo? Like, yes, this is me. So my name is, he introduced himself. He's a project coordinator at the college that I was studying. So we have these systems that we are creating. Okay. So you have been referred by a person who also is in charge here. So are you in Dar es Salaam so that we can meet for an interview? And I was like, I was like, okay, we can meet tomorrow. So it was Thursday. So Friday we met and met with the principal and the project manager there. I had the interview. They had my results there. I saw them for the first time there. So they were like, okay, cool. Now you can start to work as a software developer. You can come and start working by Monday. And also in the program that I was teaching as a trainer now, the facilitator, the doctor now chose like, so can you help me handle this so you can be a coordinator for the program? So I started being like the coordinator for the program of teaching kids, and also a software developer
at the same institution.
At the same institution, but different like the
departments.
This one is run by clubs. Like clubs collaboration with other institutes and other shareholders, and it's kind of private. Nobody knows about it, just me and the people that I work with. And this one is on contract. Okay. So for the past 3 years I've been a software developer now for there. And then in 2021 now I participated in the program. I mean, back before I finished diploma, there is this, for the first time hearing about opening source, there is this, I can say, a summit. It happened there at the same place. And I was very interested in, from the network and people that I knew, they know that I'm interested in technology. I attended. So I met with different people, like we participated, learned about things. For the first time I heard about a language called Python and how it works. We created some stuff. And then I was like, now I can be a creator. I can be an open source maintainer and everything. And then now I'm a software developer. I've heard about open source. I've heard about things. Now I can just be doing different stuffs. So like being a software developer, creating systems for the institution that I'm working with, and also being the coordinator of the program, making sure that I have a content, and I'm making sure that the students are taught everything, and also being the teacher who teaching the students to do certain stuff, right? And also the other programs that I was just being invited, like, okay, so you can come and teach the same thing that you are teaching there. And also in the communities that I was a member in 2019, after I finished my diploma, I became the member of the GDG, and then I participated in different events like PGG-DAR, and then applied for Andela Google Developer Scholarship, and then I trained as an Android developer. But funny thing is that I didn't have good resources, having a computer that can support
that
the
is
languages.
before you bought the new computer and all that.
No, the new computer also
wasn't really good.
It had just 6 GB, like 4 GB, and then I put another 2 so that it can boost it. And I was using Windows.
That is RAM, right?
Yeah, the RAM. So I was using Windows, and then in a lot of time that I was free, I was just playing games. Okay, so now I found something to do. I did something to distract me from the game. So I had to change my lifestyle from Windows to Linux. So officially from that time, I switched. Like, I've never used Windows
ever
since. And then I started like learning about Android and everything. For the first time, like, I applied as a mobile web specialist. They were teaching Angular and everything. And to me, JavaScript was kind of Chinese. Like, what the hell is this? What is none? Yeah. So it was difficult. I didn't proceed. Although they had focused groups, and then compared to my schedule, like I have to be here, I have to be there, I have to do this. I didn't like participate in everything. So then I had to just drop it. So in the process now, you have a tight schedule. You have to learn, and also you have to make sure that you proceed from one step to another. I discovered that there are other free online courses that you can be just taking in the free time. Right? And I just this kid who just finished diploma and then got employed in contract as a software developer. But at some point, there will be time that I'll need something permanent to doing. So then I had this thought of continuing for bachelor. So 2020, by the end of 2020, I applied for bachelor now, bachelor in IT. And then I had to find a night class. So that
evening classes.
Evening classes. So that I can be going to work, and in evening I can be going to class.
So that's what you've been doing?
Yeah, I've been doing. And
which year are you now?
This year I'm in finalist.
Final year?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chief, your story is compelling. Like, you always push yourself to do stuff, and also you also want to help others figure out, stuff that they want to do with their life. Especially kids, and it boils down to like building the pipeline. You've been in the community in pursuit of like new knowledge, and also the network and whatnot. And the tech ecosystem in Tanzania itself, I have to ask you this question. What do you think can be done to ensure that tech ecosystem in Tanzania is growing, and we are getting investing in the pipeline, but also again creating opportunities which can scale? Because right now the world is global, so you don't expect that as much as people learn what they need to do, they always stick here. They can actually be working for a remote company and still living here. What do you think should be done?
So first thing, education is the key. And I believe that we can have graduates who have knowledge, just class knowledge. But I believe in skills. So if we can have people who have skills, if we can have methods to give people skills, right? So we can have extracurricular activities which can make sure that people are impacted, right? And also make sure that the people who are in charge, let's say the governing and everything, are the people who are interested to make sure that they see positive outcomes, see the changing, right? So that this like kind of policies changes and make sure like the education that we learn is not just based in history, and also it's based on the future, that what we're going to do. I've met with friends who, like, in the process, like being the developer in the university, where I meet with students and kind of being the mentor who teaches them about programming and stuff, like out after classes. I met with people who don't even know what they're going to do, and they are almost finishing the college. So in the process, you kind of being like, can't blame them. They didn't figure it out at first. It's kind of people who were in the same press that I had, when I was choosing what am I gonna do after finishing school.
Yeah.
So there are some people who joined like college because parents told them so, and other people joined that course because it sounded fancy, and other people joined and learned it because it was what they wanted.
Yeah.
But in the process, I believe there was a way of impacting and changing the narrative that there is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you can do, and it is on your way. It doesn't matter if it's difficult or hard, but you can do it regardless of the time that you have.
Yeah.
Because say we have peoples who studied maybe just law or something, but at the end of the day, they come back and become experts in ICT.
Yeah.
So if we can have that, and we can see in the process of these people where they passed, they have been in hubs, they have been in communities who meet together and do interesting things like to wake people like skills. If we can have that, in the end of the day, we can have people who know what they are doing, and at the end, we can have like the silicon.
Yeah.
But it starts from people's. It starts from doing.
Yeah,
and it's how we can do that. It starts from changing the mindset.
True.
First, believing that we can do it, and believing that there are ways to do it. Because we are born with everything that we want.
For sure. Says the son of a teacher, right? And this is interesting conversation. We keep talking. And I have a final question for you. Have you used any Africa stocking products?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
please tell me about it. And what did you build?
The first time I remember 2019 kind of. I was kind of started learning about it, and then I was kind of challenged. Hey, it was final year project. I remember now.
Yeah.
Hey, can you create some kind of we can send messages? From our system to people's.
Yeah.
And it was like, I can take that challenge.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Yeah.
So in the process of searching, I ended up creating APIs and the methods of sharing information by using APIs of
which one did you use? SMS, USSD?
It was SMS. USSD I used last year. Last year it was USSD for the systems that I've been creating.
Okay. Nice to have you, Alfeo Raymond. And it's quite an interesting story for African tech ecosystem to be told, because from what I've heard from you is that you always, self-driven and always going out there to look for opportunity. And I hear you're a very busy man from a previous off the camera conversation. You're looking for a personal assistant or something. Keep pushing. There's the kind of energy we need in Africa. And at the end of the day, what actually matters is what we do with what we have, not what we don't have. So I wish you all the best and see you on Thursday. So on Thursday, we have a big workshop here, hosted in partnership with Africa Stocking, Ilerian, Atlassian, Africa Ruby Community at Buni Innovation Hub, Science Building in Dar es Salaam. See you until next time. Bye.
Thank you.